make sure we What's up, Apollo family? Back at you with day 3 of our home workouts. We have several different options for you, depending on do you have equipment or don't you. We're gonna go over that in more detail in a little bit, but right now I wanna get you warmed up. Our warm-up today is gonna consist of a Tabata format. If you don't know what that means, that's gonna be 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest is gonna be a round. We're gonna do 4 rounds of each one of these movements. Our first movement is going to be a plank transition. We will go from a plank on our elbows to an extended arm position, all the while we're trying to keep a nice tight core, hollow position as we transition through. After we've done our 4 rounds of 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, we'll then do another 4 rounds of air squats. Take your time on these guys. I don't expect you to be rushing through air squats in those 20 seconds. Hang out at the bottom, make sure you're getting your hips and your ankles nice and warm as we move into that. After that Tabata, it should take you a 4-minute time frame. We're gonna then go into some stretches. First one is going to be a book open stretch. We've done this a lot at the gym before, but as an explanation, you're gonna be laying on your back to start, rolling over to your side into a fetal position. Arms are gonna be extended out, and then you will open up at your chest, trying to get your arm to the opposite side of your body without letting those knees come off the ground. Our final stretch, actually we have 2 more stretches, will be our doorway lat stretch. You can literally find a doorway, and what I want you to do is go into a pseudo squat with your feet close together, and we're going to send that hip back, stretching one side of our lat. I would say probably be there anywhere in the time frame of about 20 to 30 seconds, and then switch arms, go through that one time. Afterwards, you have one more stretch. It's gonna be our hip circles and T-bows. You will lunge into a T-bow position, and I would want you to stay there for somewhere in the realm of about 10 to 15 seconds. Afterwards, staying in that position, I want you to go through several hip circles. I would say 5 each direction, both clockwise and counterclockwise, trying to rotate and warm up those hips. After you've done that, switch sides, and the same thing. Once you're done with that, you are ready to rock and roll and get to your warm up, and I'm gonna leave that to Monica.
Guys, all right, here's our workout for today, all right? The first, if you have equipment, we're doing strict Lin today. That involves 5 rounds of the following. You're going to do as many reps as you can with a bench press at your body weight, all right? And then immediately go into as many strict pull-ups as you can do. And then after that, you can rest for up to 5 minutes and do that 4 more times, okay? So that is strict Lin. Your score is the total number of reps that you were able to complete. Now, if you have a bench press but you can't do your body weight, choose a weight that will allow you to get about 10 reps and work from there, okay? And if you don't have strict pull-ups, that many, then go ahead and do kipping pull-ups, okay? And if either of these are an option, then you can move from this over to our no equipment workout, all right? This one is set up a little differently. It's going to be 5 sets, not for time, and we want you to do these with a quality of movement as your priority, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is 10 tempo air squats. Get used to tempo training. Without a lot of weight, to be able to get into some heavy barbells, tempo training is going to be a great way for us to maintain and increase our strength. So here's how this works. You're going to do 10 tempo air squats. One air squat will look, this first number represents the descent. So you're going to count 5 seconds to the bottom. This 5 seconds represents the hold at the bottom. From there, below parallel, engaged with the straight back and the chest tall, you'll hold for 5 seconds. And then you take 1 second to the top, 1 second to hold at the top, and then begin again. And that's what that tempo squat looks like, okay? From there, you're gonna accumulate 1 minute of an L sit, okay? And there's variations of this, and we'll show those to you, but each of these, you wanna choose one that will allow you to get at least a 20-second hold before you have to break and then get back onto it. You're going to accumulate a minute there. After that, you're gonna go into tempo single arm rows, okay? It's a bent over row, and we'll demonstrate that. You're gonna do 5 each arm with the same tempo as this, except you're starting in the bottom with a 5-second pull, a 5-second hold at the top, in a good form with the back straight and the elbow high, 1 second on the way down, and then a second hold at the bottom, and begin again. All right, guys, as you finish, post your scores in the comments. If you have any questions about the workout, you can put those in there as well. And next up, we have Wes with the cool down.
And I'm back. All right, guys, cool down today, and here's what we have. It's just gonna be a series of stretches and some foam rolling. Our first stretch is gonna be a T-stretch. We do this a lot, but going over it again, we're gonna be laying on the ground, our arms extended out and beside us. You're gonna bring one arm in, keep the other one extended, and roll onto that extended arm. I would want you to hold that stretch somewhere in the realm of about 10 to 20 seconds, switch sides, and do that on your other side. I might go through that 2 times, depending on how tight you're feeling after that workout. Our second thing that I want you to do, if you have a foam roller, that's best case scenario, I want you to lay on your side, roll out your lats, your latissimus dorsi, and I want you to make sure you're finding spots that are tender and that you're hanging out there for a second. It's really important that we do this on a regular basis so we can recover from a lot of lat exercise that we might see in the near future. And our last stretch, we're gonna go to that typical pigeon stretch, guys. I want this to be a little bit more of an active pigeon, meaning no rounded backs, keep your back in a nice tight position as you bring that foot in front and drive that hip down. Hold each side for 1 minute, and then we will call it good on the day. One final note on that before I leave you, with that foam roll, if you do not have a foam roller, use a baseball, use a softball, maybe even use a can of beans. There's a lot of options available to you. Just make sure it's something that can create some pressure for some foam rolling in the future. We will see you guys tomorrow, bright and early, with another workout. I hope you guys enjoy, and we'll see you then.